Now that you've seen your Matchmaker in action doing the things it's designed to do, I'd like to cover the lubrication and maintenance of your machine with you. All bearings are lifetime lubricated and need no additional lubrication. The only additional lubrication your Matchmaker may need is an occasional drop of light machine oil on the router guide rods and the vertical guide posts. I'd like to cover cleaning the Matchmaker with you because it's an important part of use of your machine. Using a moist rag, occasionally wipe down the tracks underneath the table. Do not use solvents or cleaners for wiping the tracks, as the solvents may damage some parts of the machine. Believe it or not, a little water is all that's needed. The table is easily removed if need be. Simply fold down the fixed stop on the front of the table and remove the round retainer clips from the end and remove the table off of the rollers. Be careful when reinstalling the table. Make sure that all of the bearings ride properly on their respective tracks. I'd like to cover router mount alignment with you. To adjust the router guide rods, you must remove the router from the guide rods. Slide the table assembly all the way to the left for better access. Then remove the rub plate. I have taken 3 of the screws out already, and to take the router rub plate off, merely take the screw out. We now will move to loosen the guide rods so that they will slide into tracks, but so that they are not a sloppy fit. We have made use of a router template guide bushing alignment kit, catalog number 113415, available from Woodworker Supply. With the alignment cone installed in your router collet, slide the router onto the loosened router guide rods with the switch nearest the operator. Push the centering cone into the clearance hole. When it is seated and centered, tighten the button head screw on the loosened router guide rod holding the plunge lock side of the router. Now lock the router plunge lock to restrain the router and tighten the button head screw on the remaining router pin. Be sure that the button head screws are secure. Unlock the router plunge lock and slide the router out far enough to remove the centering cone from the collet. Reinstall the rub plate, being sure that the flathead machine screws are firmly in place and below the face surface of the rub plate. I'd like to give you a few safety tips to make your use of your Matchmaker more enjoyable to you. Be sure you have tightened your router collet. A loose spiral bit is an experience you will not soon forget. Be sure to tighten all templates and template holders in place so there will be no slippage in any direction. Make a habit of watching the stylus as it traverses around the template. The cutter will follow the stylus. Watching the cutter should be done only after the stylus has completed following the template. Never make any adjustments with a Matchmaker with the router turned on. All handles on your Matchmaker are strategically placed to keep your hands away from danger. Follow the suggestions for operation of the Matchmaker. Read and follow all safety rules contained in the owner's manual. Check each setting twice and cut it once. Do not use spray lubricants which contain silicone. Silicone has a bad effect on some woods and can ruin your project. Be sure to set up the vacuum system as shown in the setup of the machine. to remove debris while cutting. It will make your cutting safe and fully visible. Clean your machine when your session is done, and do not let dust build up. If you're going to make lines on your table, I suggest you put down a layer of right-on cellulose tape first. When you're cleaning your machine, you may pull up your lines with the tape, and your table is ready for the next project. If a bit seems like it is dull, it probably is, and can polish or ruin your workpiece. Work with sharp cutters only. This machine will give you accuracy to within 5/1000ths of an inch. Be sure you have always put your work square to the table so you are as accurate as your matchmaker. Be sure you have removed all template and collet wrenches before you turn on the machine. The last thing that we must do is replace the chip deflector. As I said earlier, we had removed it for visual clarity during the demonstrations of the machine, but it should be put back in place and only removed if necessary to change a bit. That being in place, I'd like to say good luck with your matchmaker. We hope you find it a useful tool in your shop. If you have any suggestions that you'd like to make or ideas regarding the matchmaker, please send them to Woodworker Supply in Casper, Wyoming. The address is on the back of the catalog. Thank you very much.